Hey everybody. Hi, it's Beth. Welcome to the channel. We got a little impromptu live stream for you guys this evening. I'm going to share with you some of the soundtracks that I picked up on my little 2-day excursion that I just went on. So, if you guys have just stumbled upon this video, my name is Beth. My channel is Miss 80s Movies and Music, and I love movie soundtracks. So, my family and I went on a little road trip, a little 2-day trip down into Arkansas, specifically to Little Rock, and I hit a couple awesome record stores. So, I wanted to share with you guys what I picked up. So let me just make sure my audio looks good, and it does. Awesome. So let me know if you can hear me, if you are here, and then we will get started. So I hit up 2 record stores in particular, and I'll share with you those names, and I will definitely leave links down below in the comments when this video goes live. I plan on hitting 3 stores, but 1 store was closed the day we went by there. So no worries on that. Awesome. Welcome. Good to see you. Thank you. Oh, hi, Nick. Welcome to you. Loud and clear. Okay, great. Hopefully I'm not too loud. I'm using a headset, so I'm trying to kind of keep my voice down a little bit. So I don't want to blare, but I'm doing this from my phone, so hopefully the connection will stay alive while we do this. So we'll give it a minute or so. Let's see if anybody else joins, and then we'll just get started because we've got quite a few things to go through. I hit kind of a little bit of a soundtrack honey hole, I guess you could say. I haven't had this good of luck in a long, long time. So I found some good gems. I found a few things that I've already allocated to VCLT. Going to send them to some friends. So yeah, so awesome. Volume is fine. Great. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get started because I don't want to take forever, and I haven't ate supper yet. So, but I wanted to go ahead and get this video out. I thought about editing together the video. I took some little bit of video footage, but it's like everybody has seen flip videos before. So, and I've done them before, and they're fun and all. But I just thought, you know what? Let's just share what I got. So, gotta love hitting the soundtrack gold mine. I did. Well, a gold mine is relative term, isn't it? Depending on what you find. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first 2 bags are from a place called Been Around Records and CDs. And let me tell you, this place was floor to ceiling vinyl. I mean, almost 360 degrees all the way around the store was floor to ceiling vinyl. Tons of shelves of CDs, cassette tapes, 8 tracks, you name it, he probably had it. So, found a few good things there. Let me say hi to Richard, my buddy Richard. Hi, Richard, welcome. Yes, I had a good hunting trip. Had a good trip. And Hobbs is here. Hi, Hobbs. Thanks for stopping by. And yes, you can ask me a question. Go ahead, buddy. And I will answer it before we get started. And sorry if it's a little delayed, but hopefully that question will roll in. And Scott is here. Hi, Scott. Welcome. Welcome, buddy. Is everybody recovered from the spooky season? Was you Frenchie? Yes, I was. That was me. What Hobbs is referring to was our friend David's Horror put on a Halloween costume contest on his channel, and I submitted an entry into that contest, as well as my daughter. My daughter submitted an entry too. So if you go back to his channel and seek out the video, you'll see me as Frenchie from Greece. And then you will see my daughter as 11 from Stranger Things. So there you go. That's about the first and only time you're going to see me in front of the camera. So maybe, who knows? I might jump in front of the camera again sometime, but I'm more comfortable behind the scenes. So let's see. David is here. Hey, gang. We're going to do a real quick show and tell, David. And Hobbs says, well done. I loved it. Great job. Oh, I know. You were in there too. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We'll have to see if we can do that again next year. And then Al is here. Welcome, Al. Okay, let's get started, you guys. I don't want to keep you any longer because I'm hungry. I'm tired and hungry. So, again, like I said, I just got back from Little Rock, Arkansas. And, we just got home less than an hour ago. So, wanted to share with you guys what I got. So, as my friend Shane says, what'd you get? I'm going to share it with you. Yep. And let's see, Rob is here. Hi, Rob. Welcome. And yes, Captain Spaulding and Frenchie representing. That would be a matchup, wouldn't it? Okay. So first two bags are from a place called Been Around Records. And again, like I said, it's like floor to ceiling, 360 degrees vinyl. Crazy amount of vinyl. I just asked him, I said, hey, do you have any soundtracks? And he pointed me to the section. And I copped a squat on the floor and started digging, and I found some good stuff. So let me show you what I found. Okay, I have two bags. These are in no particular order. We're just going to go front to back here. So, okay, here we go. Up first. Now, I already have this, but I didn't have this version, right? Spoken like a true addict. This is the Breakfast Club soundtrack. And let's see, Scott says, sounds like my kind of record store. You would love it, buddy. You would absolutely love it. It was fun, and the prices were French kiss great. He didn't shoot me in the foot or anything. So yeah, this is the Breakfast Club, but what's nice about this, and I'm not sure if this is the Walmart white vinyl variant. I have to look it up. I just got home. So, but as you can see, it's on white vinyl there. And if it is the Walmart one, it is, it's worth a little bit of money. So he sold this to me very cheap. Most of these were, well over half, maybe even 70% cheaper than what I normally have bought them for around here or online. So that is the Breakfast Club. Okay. And then we have Against All Odds. This one I've had before in the collection, but I got rid of it, or I think I sent it off VCLT, honestly. So this was one I've been wanting in the collection that I didn't have. So yeah, these, you're going to be like, some of these, David, a couple bucks a piece. Honestly, that's the truth. I did buy a few things that are a little bit more valuable or, more expensive, but most of them were very inexpensive. So this is Against All Odds. Of course, this has the big Phil Collins song on here. Walk Through the Fire, Peter Gabriel is on here. And then there's some other tracks that I'm not as familiar with. So, but any of these you guys want to hear, let me know in the comments below, and I will play them on the channel. So, okay, next. Yes, Scott saw it already. Some Beverly Hills Cop 2. Beverly Hills Cop 2 here. So I have Beverly Hills Cop. That one's easy to find. But 2, a little bit harder to find. So pick this up. It is in primo shape as well. Most of these, he play graded all of them before I purchased them. So most of these were in near mint to mint condition. So, and like I said, a couple bucks each for most of these soundtracks. Can't go wrong with that. I think a soundtrack is a mighty fine value, if you ask me. So this is Beverly Hills Cop 2. And of course we have Corey Hart is on here. Shakedown, Bob Seger. Can't wait to play that song. I love that song. Pointer Sisters are on here. Jermaine Jackson, James Ingram. I Want Your Sex, George Michael is on here. So there you go. Pebbles on here as well. So this was a BMG, like a music club copy. So does need a little bit of taping there, but no big deal. Glad to have that in the collection. Okay, this might be a replacement copy. I'm not sure. I'm going to check it out against mine, but it is a gold stamp promo. That's what that means, you guys. Promotion only, not for sale. And this is Grease 2. And I wanted to pick this up. I'm going to hit your comments here in just a minute. I wanted to pick this up, especially because it has a hype sticker on it here. So, depending on the quality of how it sounds compared to the other one that I have, this one is different than the other one I have because it is a gatefold, and mine was not a gatefold. So, yes, we're going to score tonight. Yep, I see a promo stamp coming up. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. So, of course, Grease 2, in my opinion, better than Grease, but I don't want anybody to fight me right now. So, again, very clean copy, RSO label there. So, I will have to clean all these and sleeve them. And like I said, some of these I'm going to see if they're better copies than what I already have. And then some I've already allocated to be VCLT. So, they're already going to be going to a new home. Okay, I have this already, but he had it priced so inexpensively, I had to pick it up again. David, watch out. But this is a copy of Journey's Live in Houston, which was just released on vinyl like a month or two ago, and it was already in the used bin. So he had it priced very inexpensively compared to what I paid for it new. So I went ahead and picked it up because my husband, he's really been digging Journey lately. So I just thought it might be worth picking up a second copy, and one that I definitely want to, rip the audio off of it for him. So, I mean, I'm not going to show you the vinyl, but it is Journey Live in Houston. David's leaving. Bye. Just kidding. Poor guy. His wife loves Journey. I think he's probably listened to it too much in his life. So, okay, this is, well, Rob, nothing gets that much love in the VC except the Beatles. Yeah, the Beatles. That's about it. You know, everything else is like poo-pooed on, it seems like. Don't get me started. Something Wild. So this is the soundtrack, Jeff Daniels film. Melanie Griffith is in this film as well, directed by the great Jonathan Demme. So I never had this soundtrack before, and I was trying to tell you some of the artists on here. It's kind of hard to read, but we have UB40 is on here, Fine Young Cannibals, Oingo Boingo, Not My Slave, New Order. So yeah, really, really solid soundtrack here. So very excited to have this in the collection, and we'll be playing that soon. Again, you guys, if there's anything you want to hear, let me know, and I will definitely, hit the tripod, definitely try to get that played for you. Okay, this probably is an upgrade copy for me. My jacket is probably in better shape, but the vinyl I think is cleaner. So this is Stanley Kubrick's Clockwork Orange. Yes, clean originals. Nick said clean originals are hard to find. Yep, that is true. But like I said, this probably will be an upgrade copy, at least the vinyl for me. So if anybody needs a copy of Clockwork Orange, let me know. I'd be glad to work out something for you. This is a little dirty, but not bad. I will give it a good cleaning there, but I love the Warner Brothers label there. So we have music by Wendy Carlos, Walter Carlos at the time, but Wendy Carlos now. Let's see, hide current comment. Da, 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 da. Rob says he's maybe thrifted 3 copies of Orange in 10 years. Okay. I found my copy at a swap meet, digging in a bin like 3-4 years ago. David says, I know someone who doesn't have it. Well, does someone want a copy of Clockwork Orange? Let me know. So yeah, glad to have this. I think a little magic eraser probably would clean that up a little bit. So glad to have that. Okay. So this is 2010. 2010. Score by David Shire there. And this stars Roy, I almost said Roy Scheider. It is Roy Scheider, isn't it? Yeah, Roy Scheider's in this. Let's see. Oh, we're having a fight over Clockwork Orange. Okay, maybe we need to have an arm wrestling battle. How about that? Let's see. Mike says, I just finished season 3 of Stranger Things, and I picked up season 1 and 2, season 3 vinyl. Yes, I will be picking up season 4 soundtrack, but I had it pre-ordered and I canceled it because I'm just like cheap like that. So I'll definitely have to pick that up because I'm loving the music from season 4 especially. Season 3 is good too. Glad you liked it. And so this is more instrumental music, and there's the label there. And this was owned by someone named Bill Jack Itchett. He jagged an itch. So, sorry. Oh, that's fun. I love seeing stuff like that on my records, people writing little notes, or I've had some where they have highlighted, this song is crap, this song is great, stuff like that. You know what I mean? So, glad to have that. This one was super fun to find, and I've wanted this for a while because I have the CD, but this is Television's Greatest Hits. So this one is 65 TV themes from the 50s and 60s. So we may have to do a really, really old TV theme songs trivia night sometime, you guys. That would be, I think, very challenging for some of us. Me included, okay? What? Was there some pubic hair on the vinyl? Oh, that's funny. And Nick says, I like when people's names are on records. It gives it a cool, yes, it does. I've seen even little notes inside records before. So this is a 2 LP set. I'm going to need a good cleaning on it. And look at those, the grooves, how tight the grooves are together. Probably might not sound the best, but oh well. So this has the likes of like Petticoat Junction on here, Mission Impossible, Man from U.N.C.L.E. I mean, you name it. I Love Lucy, Andy Griffith Show, so on and so on. So I think that would be a lot of fun to play, and maybe do like a trivia night or something with it. Okay. Oh, Nick has that one too. Did they make a I have the CD for the I think the 70s and 80s, or the 80s and 90s. I have a CD for one of them. So I think that would be cool to find. Is the MASH theme on it? I don't think so. Was MASH from the 60s? Wasn't that in the 70s? I don't think so. I'd have to look. Not 100% sure. Let's see. Okay, this is again Gold Stamp promo. This is Soul Man. Oh boy, Soul Man. Nobody talks about Soul Man anymore. So we've got music on here by Sam Moore and Lou Reed, Martha Davis and Sly Stone. Ray Don Chong does a song on here. So I'm excited to hear that. I haven't seen Soul Man in a very, very long time. Let's see. Of course, this stars C. Thomas Howell, and that's all I'm going to say. I don't want to get in trouble, but little dirty, not bad. But there's your label, center label there, A&M Records. So glad to have this in the collection. Love the little hype sticker there. Soul Man would never be made today. No, it would not. No, it would not. And Scott agrees. Okay, this one is already spoken for, as is the next one. But this is Some Kind of Wonderful. So I picked this up for a friend of mine, so it'll be going VCLT. But great soundtrack here, and this one is in pretty good shape. Of course, John Hughes produced film, written, directed by Howard Deutsch, starring Eric Stoltz, Mary Stuart Masterson, Leah Thompson. Great music on here. There's I love this, the Hughes label there, Some Kind of Wonderful. So we've got the March Violets on here, Lick the Tens, Jesus and the Mary Chains. I mean, just Flesh for Lulu's on here, Stephen Duffy, She Loves Me. I love that song so much. So glad to find this, and my friend's really going to love this to have it in the collection. I'll do that later. And last but not least, out of this pack, this is Fast Times. And again, this might be a upgrade copy. I'm not sure. It does have a little ring wear, so my cover's in better shape, but I'm more concerned about the vinyl itself. Love that gatefold there. Isn't that cool? Yep, 2 LPs on Fast Times. That is right. Let's see. Oh, Jenny's here. Hi, Jenny. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Fast Times. I am disappointed in the Fast Times soundtrack, as I know most people are, because it doesn't contain certain songs, you know, which is kind of a bummer. So maybe someday we'll get a expanded Fast Times album, but I love the custom label there. So some of the notable songs on here are going to be, of course, Jackson Browne, Somebody's Baby. You have Stevie Nicks, Sleeping Angel, Joe Walsh's Waffle Stomp, Oingo Boingo's Goodbye, Goodbye. Gosh, there's just so much good stuff on here. Sammy Hagar's Fast Times at Ridgemont High song. You know, it's missing. We've got the beat. It's missing. Oh God, the Cars song. Moving the Stereo. Probably a few others too are missing off this, but it's a great soundtrack to have in the collection. And this might be a good upgrade copy for me. If not, it's got a home already. So there is that. Okay. Last bag. This one is just a small, fairly small little haul. And there are a couple of VCLT things in here that I'm gonna, they already have a home. So at least the one thing that I know of. So I found a few good things here. This is from a place called, let me find it. Where's it at? Yes. Control Records in Little Rock. Control Records. Great little record shop. Had a lot of new vinyl. Not quite as much used vinyl, but they had an excellent soundtrack section. And I had a budget, and I had to leave a couple things behind that I really wish I could have picked up. Like, for example, a sealed copy of the Steel Magnolias soundtrack. I wanted that, but it was a little much than what I wanted to spend. And I am kicking myself that I ended up not picking it up. So, you know, that's how that goes. So, okay, up first, we have, this is probably the cream of the crop out of this bunch, you guys. This is Zapped. Gold stamp promo there. And it's got the record label, or the record company little catalog listing there at the bottom, the sticker on that, which is awesome. There's the front, and then there's the back. Any new comments have come in? Not yet? Okay. So This is, of course, we have Scott Baio, Willie Ames on here. What year did this movie come out? 1982. One of those, teenagey, sex rompy kind of films, right? So, this has, oh gosh, who's on here? Plain Jane, David Pomerantz. We have the Keane brothers, the Twisters. Greg Matheson Project is on here. So, a lot of good music on here. And I love me some, raunchy comedy films. Let's see what everybody's saying. And Jenny says, Zap, too funny. Gotta love them gold stamps. I love finding gold stamp promos. Those are so, so fun. And there's the timestamps on there. Should Vicar of Vinyl check out Zapped? Let him know down in the comments, you guys. I say yes, but be aware, it is a film from 1982, so some things might not translate as well in our uber PC modern society, let's just say, okay? So, glad to have this. Again, you guys, if there's anything you want to hear, let me know. Ooh, haven't seen that before. Regency label. Cool. Ooh, glad to have that. Okay, Zapped. All right, just a couple more, you guys. Okay, we have a old Verez Saraband label album here. We have the soundtrack to Peggy Sue Got Married. Peggy Sue Got Married from 1986. 1986. Starring Kathleen Turner, who hails from my neck of the woods. And this was directed by, of course, Francis Ford Coppola. And we got musical score pieces by John Barry on this album. And, little young Nicolas Cage co-stars in this movie. So, mostly this is going to be a lot of kind of instrumental on, I think, on one side. If I remember right, let me read it. Let's see. Yeah. But side 2 has Peggy Sue Got Married by Buddy Holly. Check. Got to have that. I Wonder Why, Deanna and the Belmonts. Teenager in Love, again by Deanna and the Belmonts. We've got the Marshall Crenshaw Band. And this is why I picked this up, for this reason and this reason only. I wanted to hear He Don't Love You, performed by Nicolas Cage with Pride and Joy. That was worth the admission cost, okay, you guys? It was worth the admission cost. So there's the classic red Verez Saraband label there. There's the other one. So I am so excited to listen to this. Cannot wait. Got a lot of music to play and to clean. It's kind of how it goes. What's everybody saying here? Okay. Let's see. Scott says Zapped is a product of its time. Yes, that is right. Oh, that is fine. I was a teen in the early 80s, so it's all good. Good, you understand. Richard said, same. Need to see Zap. Knowing it's not PC makes it a must. And then Scott says, wow, been a long time since I saw Peggy Sue Got Married. Still works. I saw it not too long ago, and it still works very, very well. Okay, this is the last, old soundtrack. And this is the soundtrack to Summer School. Okay. And there is the back. So Summer School is a Carl Reiner film. Musical score pieces by Danny Elfman. So that can't hurt at all. This movie stars Mark Harmon. And 1987 is when this came out. So, mainly picked this up because I wanted to hear, big fan of E.G. Daly, Elizabeth Daly. So she does 2 tracks on here. And then we have the Fabulous Thunderbirds, which I like some of their songs on the Porky's Revenge soundtrack. Again, Danny Elfman on here. So yeah, it was kind of a no-brainer to pick this one up. See, Jenny's right. She knows what I'm talking about. Summer School ranks high on the list in this house. And this is on the old chrysalis label there. There we go. So yeah, I mean, too bad money is an option or is a hindrance sometimes. If you don't have enough money, then you can't buy as many soundtracks as you want. So like I said, I put back, what was that one? Teenage, gosh, I can't remember. I put back a couple that I really wanted. One of them was for that Anthony Michael Hall film. I can't remember the name of it right now. And then I put back like something teenage vampire, or I can't remember. I can't remember right now, you guys. But so there's that. And last but not least, this I picked up for a friend that's been wanting this, and I saw it, and it was a good price, $22 there, and it's still sealed. So this is John Carpenter's Lost Themes 3. So if you guys haven't heard any of his Lost Themes albums, I would recommend seeking them out on YouTube. You can find them there. And I like the Lost Themes 3. I like what he was doing with his album. So it's got more of kind of a dark gothic foreboding vibe to it. So if you're a fan of John Carpenter music, synthy goodness, as I always say, definitely go listen to some of his original score pieces. These albums, these Lost Themes albums, aren't really from any films or anything. So they're just albums that he's put out with his son and his godson. So there you go, guys. That's the haul. That's quite a few things that I picked up. So again, let me know down in the comments what you guys want to hear. If there's anything you want me to play next week, I'm back to doing the vinyl videos. I'm back to doing the vinyl videos 3 nights a week, and then we'll be doing the weekend mixtape like always. So yeah, I'm gonna end it there, you guys. That was my little vinyl haul, soundtrack haul, big soundtrack haul from Little Rock. So let me see what you guys have to say. Scott says, Ghost of Mars is one of my favorite John Carpenter scores. Too bad the film sucked. Yeah, the film's not good, but I do like the score. I have it on vinyl. They put it out was it for Record Store Day? Is that earlier this year, I believe? I think, something like that. The days run together, my friend. The days run together. It was. But you know what? I didn't spend that much money. I think in total, 20, 40, I think I spent less than $80 for all that. And I think that's a pretty decent price. So, because I had there were 2 albums that were fairly new. Journey Greatest Hits was used, but it's a fairly new album. And then I found that John Carpenter album that I'm sending to my friend. So, and then the rest were nice, decent prices. So there are still bargains to be found. They're few and far between anymore, but sometimes you do stumble upon them. So like I said, I wish I had more liquid asset income to buy more of them, but I don't. Do I really need more soundtracks? I have like 1, 2, 3, almost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably almost 6 cubes of soundtracks. So that's plenty. But I'm always looking for more. So that's spoken like a true vinyl addict. You guys understand. I know you do. So well, thank you, Mike. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate that. Appreciate you guys watching. So yeah, I'm estimating. I'm just kind of like adding the 2 and 2 together. We're nearing, yes, Nick, I'm nearing 300. I think when I did my soundtrack tag earlier this year, which, spoiler, we'll probably be trying to make another soundtrack tag for 2023. Um, I think I had a little over 250, and I know I'm pretty sure I'm over 300 now. So um, I just think they're fun. I think they're fun to collect. Um, they're, for the most part, now there are exceptions, and I will say the exceptions, but for the most part, they're fairly inexpensive to find. And the music on them is usually kind of a mix. So I think it's a great way to experiment and to find new bands or old bands that you're not familiar with. Um, they're just a lot of fun, and I love the memories associated with movies and the soundtracks and the music and everything. So like, when I pop on like this, for example, I pop on Some Kind of Wonderful, and I hear, She Loves Me, I'm thinking of the scene with Keith and Watts and her teaching him how to kiss. It just immediately takes me to that scene, and I love that scene. So it just, soundtracks put me in a good mood for the most part. Yes, there are exceptions to the rule when you have a sad soundtrack or something, and it can make you feel sad. But for the most part, most of these, again, there are lots of 80s films in here. They really just put you in a happy place, or they do me. Now, some soundtracks can be expensive, especially some of the newer movie pressings, some of the horror scores, movie scores. Some of those can be kind of pricey unless you snatch them up right away, because the secondary market is insane for some of them. So, just like everything else. I mean, you guys see it with regular vinyl as well. So it's just fun, you guys. It's just a lot of fun. I had a blast. I really haven't done that much record digging like that since before COVID. So it was just nice to be able to just, you know, the first place where I got the majority of these, I had the kind of store to myself. The guy was in there that owned the place, but he showed me exactly where all the soundtracks were, and he went back in the back, and he just said, "Holler at me when you're ready." And so I just started digging, and I'm just pulling record after record after record, and none of them are priced, which is scary because you're like, "Oh boy, what's this going to be like?" And I had a little stack started, and I wasn't even done. And he come out, and he was like, "Oh, are you interested in these?" And I said, "Yeah." I said, "But they're not priced." And he's like, "Well, let me play grade them." And I thought, "Oh, geez. Oh, great. This is going to be a bloodbath." But no, most of them were a couple bucks a piece. So, $2, $3. And I was very, very excited with that. And so, I walked up with, I don't know, 10 or 15 or however many I had. And I think he was shocked that anybody was wanting to buy that many soundtracks. I explained to him, I not to toot a horn or anything, but I said, I run this YouTube channel, and it's a hobby of mine, and just having fun playing movie music. So I think he liked to hear that they were going to be going to a good home, and going to be played and used. You know what I mean? So, um, yeah. What are you guys saying here? Yeah, David's agreeing with me. Horror scores ridiculous. They really are. That's about the only. Um, well, I mean, there's exceptions to it all, but for the most part, the horror ones do go kind of crazy compared to your run of the mill normal films. I don't see, Star is Born insanely priced unless it's like autographed by Bradley Cooper or something. But let's see. Nick says, at least he wasn't one of those shop owners who look up prices on Discogs right there. F that noise. Yes, I know. That's what I was afraid of, because nothing was priced. And yeah, I was like, uh-oh, this, when you guys know this, you've been doing this a while, what to expect or what not to expect sometimes. And yeah, I was like, uh-oh. But no, he carried him up. He had a little Technics turntable at the front of the store. I mean, it was kind of that first store was kind of a cluster F. to be flat out honest with you. It was kind of junky to some degree. I hate to say that. I'm not going to, maybe I shouldn't put any names down in the description now. Not junky in a bad sense, but just cluttered, I guess I should say. And I know that would turn some people off, but for me, it was like game on. Let's dig. Let's get down here. Let's squat on the ground and start flipping through vinyl. I mean, it was just like it, lit a fire in me. So I was tickled to death. I don't mind getting on the floor, sitting on the floor, looking at records. Nope, love it, love it. Mike says, at my local store, most of those would be over 20 each. So I would say you did very well. Well, thank you. Yeah, I was surprised, and I have experience in that in that area, Mike, as well. Because let me see. Hold on, just a second. Okay, put my earbuds back in. This is American Anthem, and this one I picked up a week or so ago when I went to my normal record store, and I think this was $5 or $7. So, and I mean, the guy that I visited just yesterday, he had 2 copies of this in a little bit rougher condition, like outside. The jacket had a little ring wear on it, and I'm sure he would have sold it to me for like $2. So yeah, I can kind of understand that. Yeah, it's just everybody, even like go to yard sales. They're looking at Discogs, they're looking at eBay, and they're trying to sell it for the top dollar value. And no dice on that. So anyway, I guess I'm going to let you guys go. I've rattled on for almost 40 minutes. And so I appreciate you all watching. Thank you guys so much. Like again, I said, if there's anything you want to hear, comment it down below and I will get to that next week. So hope you guys have a great day. Have a wonderful evening or morning, wherever you're at. Be excellent to each other, and we will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.